mirror on the wall. Who's the wealthiest one of all? Is it you? Do you feel wealthy, Evan? You know, helping your niece in Ohio was a really good thing you did as a money coach. It was important that you told her that you're not a financial advisor. People don't need a financial advisor. They've got a brain. They should be able to figure it out. Yeah, but what you did was a good thing, helping her. You've got to get your channel back up and running again, though. Sometimes, it's frustrating because other channels get thousands of views, and I get fewer views. But it's okay. I never set out to make a lot of money with this channel. And you always said if you could help at least one person relax and start thinking about their money in a different way, one that provides security above all else, then your channel would be a success. A success. A success. A success. I don't know, I just haven't felt like producing many episodes lately, but I don't know, here it is. Already Tuesday, August 19th. Where are the hurricanes? Right now, Hurricane Aaron is going north, thank goodness. There's not a cloud in the sky on this early morning. Perhaps it's the calm before the storm. What was that? What was that video you created a while ago? Oh yeah, Hurricane Gabrielle, which is on the list for hurricanes in 2025. We're already to E. I think there's going to be a Ferdinand, something like that, and then Gabrielle. And there's also an Olga. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound ominous? Hurricane Olga. I wonder if Hurricane Olga will flood my condo. Okay, you know what, Evan? What did you learn by going to Ohio for about a month? You learned that you don't want to live full-time in Ohio. That's why you did it. That's why you went there to that Airbnb for 3 weeks to figure this out. And those videos you created there were nice, but now that you're back, at least you know you would miss being in Florida. But that doesn't solve your problem, the risk of a flood. But you determined you would take your chances anyway, right? Take your chances. Perhaps what ChatGPT said, every year there's an 8% chance that we could have another Hurricane Helene. That could be devastating in my area and flood my condo. So any surge above 7 feet and I will be underwater. So, you know what's funny? Even though there's that risk, you still have not made a decision. And that's okay. Because your latest thoughts are this 5-year window that you have, right? 2026, 27, 28, 29, and 2030. So on my spreadsheet right now, I just want to review these numbers with my calculator. Yeah, you'll have to share with your viewers that obsessing over numbers can be a very good thing, don't you think? Yeah. Relax, 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 relax. You're just getting older and hopefully wealthier. Anyway, a new thing that I've been thinking, which really surprises me, because on the channel recently, you've been talking about you've got to learn how to spend more money and be comfortable with spending money. And you did, right? How much did you spend on that Airbnb in Columbus? Nearly $2,000. What? Are you kidding me? Evan, you spent $2,000 on an Airbnb. But look what you got to do. You saw family in different cities all over Ohio. It was amazing. Anyway, and your 2025 budget right now stands at, as far as how much you are likely to spend by the end of the year, $33,000. You increased it from the begin amount, remember, of about $25,000. 25 minus 33. You increased it by $8,000. Because remember, your mom, God rest her soul, gave you $16,000 in inheritance money. That included 6256 of a savings account that she had divided amongst the three of us. But my portion was that plus 9834. Oops. 6256 plus 9834. Yeah, $16,000 that you were able to add into your short-term reserves, which gave you more fluidity for 2025. So, and $33,000 for your total budget of expenses and discretionary spending is still a lot of money. Minus 20 of expenses that you truly need is $13,000 of discretionary. So that $13,000 is the cruise you took in early of the year. By the way, you're taking another one late September. Oh my gosh. If there's a hurricane that comes through, you're not going to make it anyway. And then the Airbnb and then all that. So yeah, you're learning to spend more. And so every year, what you're going to pay yourself is going to be more and more and more. Because remember before you talked about on your channel that when you're retired, you're no longer balancing to money coming in and I'm ending with perhaps 33,000. So adding that money that you got from your mom allowed you to give a little bit more money into your 2025 budget. However, Evan, to circle back to what you were just thinking a minute ago, now you're concentrating on the next 5 years with the goal, and I can't believe I'm going to say this to myself, but here it is. Maybe I'll title the episode something around this concept. I want to get richer. Yeah. Meaning, there's still that part of me inside of me that wants to see my money grow more and more and more. And that's okay. Your money will grow even if you don't think about it. But if in the next 5 years I can live on, hold on. I need some water. If in the next 5 years, Evan, you can live on your short-term reserves, which is really back to what you thought a year ago, without touching your Roth IRAs, especially the Vanguard one that you're going to use first because it's more balanced, that now becomes a strategy that again you thought of earlier. So let me put my thoughts together.